Hey my tape babies, my Betty B's, and my girls and boys that don't know me. I had to get real close and animate, and change the location up or whatever, so I can give y'all a little story time, to tell you guys the reason me and my ex broke up. Dun dun dun. Okay, y'all, like, before I date somebody, I let them know, like, you know what I'm saying? I hope I'm a little hard to deal with, don't let the face fool you. Don't let the pretty face fool you, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little crazy. And, boys always like to say, oh well, I can handle you, or I've been handling you for this long, I think I can handle you. And you know what I'm saying? Until they get down to it, and then they leave. Okay. It all started when I noticed that he was acting different. So I noticed you acting different. I'm gonna confront it, like, you know what I'm saying, what's up? What's going on? Like, why you acting different? And he basically told me that the reason he was acting the way that he was acting is because he felt like, I was trying to change him. And I mean, he was a little feminine, but I know that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to make him a little masculine, which was wrong with me, but I was also, immature at that time and didn't know any better. So I asked, you know what I'm saying? I kept asking him, like, you know what I'm saying? What you mean I was changing you? And he was like, never mind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, I'm getting mad at the situation because it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's serious. That's something serious. You know, you telling me that I'm chasing you, and you know what I'm saying, I see that you're acting different. I want to know what I'm doing so that I can stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you have a problem, I feel like you should let me know so that I can change it. That's one way to, you know what I'm saying, build a healthy relationship. So, we talking and whatever, and I'm asking, okay, fuck all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What makes you happy? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, making you happy makes me happy. And I feel like that was bullshit because you walking around and you sad. I'm over here good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling some tension in our relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to squash it, and you saying something like that to me, like you can't trust me or you can't talk to me. I already know it was because, you know what I'm saying, he was a little feminine. I felt like he was trying to tell me that, I was pushing him too hard without telling me, because he was like, forget it, you know what I'm saying? But I already knew it was that, and I felt like, I'm the type of person that I'm not just going to like look at you and read your mind. Even though I know what you're thinking, I want you to tell me it, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted him to be like, I feel like you're trying to make me into something I'm not. I feel like you're trying to make me more masculine than what I really am. You know what I'm saying? I would have been cool with that. I would have been cool with that, no problem. I don't have a problem with you wanting to be feminine. I mean, you gay. All gay niggas is feminine. What I had a problem with was, you know what I'm saying, you sitting up there and you being something you not, and then you telling me that you feel like I'm changing you, but when I try to ask you, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, you sit there and telling me, you know what I'm saying, nothing, oh, I'm good, making you happy makes me happy, when I know that that's not true. You know what I'm saying? I would have stuck with you, nigga, if you feminine. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no problem, because I love you. But for the fact that you sitting up here and you sad, and you acting, weird, and you acting different, and I don't know what you different. Shit, I don't know why you acting different. It really just like, put a strain on our relationship. So, as our relationship started falling, I started noticing things. So, I went through this kick. I didn't like what I was saying, so I told him to delete it. So he said, okay, delete the kick. So we meet a couple of days later, a week or something like. And he re-downloaded kick. I didn't have no problem with it, you know what I'm saying? Until I pressed it. And then I seen he ain't had no messages. He had a couple messages, some from friends, but then in his new chats, he had new messages. And the new messages was like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, you know how you talking, like, hey, Hey, what you doing? None, how about you? In the new chats, none, how about you, a pop up. I'm like, okay, why the fuck is this nigga saying none, how about you? Y'all have to have a conversation. You have to delete the conversation when you know that I was coming, and then he had to text you back and it popped up in your new chats. Now you know I ain't no dumb bitch. I'm gonna expect a gadget. And if you think you finna play me, you don't lost your motherfucking mind. So ever think I will ever let you play me, nigga. Never. You know what I'm saying? So I told him about it. You know what I'm saying? He said it was nothing. So, you know, just because I loved him, I got over it. And then I go on Instagram, you know, he talking to this dude about this job. I'm like, okay, you talking to this dude about this job. But then, you know, dude like, all right, the conversation finished. He talking about some, you know, why you leaving? Stay and talk a little bit longer. And I'm like, huh? You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk to somebody, talk to me. Why do you want to have a conversation with a nigga that just finna get you your job? You handled business. You said what you needed to say. You know what I'm saying? That should have been the end of it. So, you know, I questioned him about it. He said it was nothing. So, you know, I'm like, okay. You know, I got over it. So, you know, our relationship, it was rocky for a while. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my girls about it, you know, getting advice. Like, you know what I'm just saying? What should I do? Like, what's going on? And, you know, it's like, maybe you should, like, you know, change your approach. So, you know, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't being too harsh because I did tell him I was going through a lot at that time. And, you know, I was going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, maybe I should, like, you know, breathe and start being nice and change my approach because I don't want to lose him. So, you know, I woke up in the morning, I don't know why. I was just so happy, you know what I'm saying? I usually get a good morning text from him every morning. And then I woke up, I ain't get one. So, you know, I'm like, okay, he has been working a lot. You know, he just got his first job. You know what I'm saying? He in school, I understand it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give him a break or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm still was happy I'm at school. I'm like, maybe he'll text me when I'm at school. You know. And so I'm at school, you know, I'm waiting, looking at my phone, steady checking it. You know, I ain't getting no text from him. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, he has something to do. And I know he's finna go to work at the school. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait till he get out to work. You know what I'm saying? So I went home, went to sleep, woke up. Still no text. So, you know, I'm kind of thinking, like, what's going on? So, you know, I'm just chilling. I'm like, okay, maybe he went through something or maybe he need a break. You know, I'm going to leave him alone today and I'm going to text him tomorrow like, what's up? You know, until like, you know, I'm halfway asleep. It's 10 o'clock. Text me like, good night. No emojis, no nothing. The only thing he texted me was good night. So, you know, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, you texted me good night. I'm happy that my man texted me, you know? So I'm like, okay. You know, he texted me good night. You know what I'm saying? At least he was thinking about me. So, you know, I texted him. I said, you know, I said, good night, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you need anything, you know, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? You good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. You know, it was just a long day. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Good night. I'll talk to you in the morning. He said, all right. Then, you know what I'm saying? I look on Instagram. I'm on Instagram chilling, you know what I'm saying? He liking niggas' pictures with no shirts on and stuff. And liking niggas' pictures and stuff. So, you know, I'm texting him like, okay, I thought you said you was going to sleep. Why is you like on Instagram liking niggas' pictures? He talked about some, what's the point of texting you if I'm finna go to sleep? You know I had to clown. Like, I went off. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of conversation. Like, I gave him the we need to talk conversation. Called him on the phone or whatever, you know. And, you know, we had a discussion on everything that was going on. And every time I asked him what's wrong, he told me, you know what I'm saying, nothing's wrong. You know, I told him how he made me feel and what he did, and all he kept saying is, I'm not doing nothing, I don't see you looking at it differently, I'm looking at it differently, you know. And what really made me mad is he wasn't seeing how he made me feel, and he was not trying to look at it in my point of perspective, which made me angry. And y'all, my type babies, my bad bees, y'all know, you know what I'm saying, when you angry with your man or with your woman, you know that you say things that you don't mean because you're angry. You know, I did not mean anything that I said to him because I loved him. and I wanted to stay with him, and I wanted him to stay with me and love me, and for the fact that I feel like he didn't, it was making me angry because I was putting my all into somebody who was drifting away from me. So, you know, we arguing or whatever, and, you know, we trying to solve it, but it's just not working, and he, I told him, like, how can we solve this, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, I don't know how we can solve it because I can't give you the attention that you want. I'm too busy. This nigga straight told me, basically, you know what I'm saying, I can't give you the attention that you want because I have work in school. I'm too busy for you. That's all this nigga told me. I'm too busy for you. And for somebody that I love and I thought to love me, to tell me that you're too busy for me, first of all, anybody that you love, anybody, no matter who it is, if you love them, you will make time for them. You will do anything you can to fit them into your schedule. And I thought that he loved me, and for him to tell me like that, I seen, you know what I'm saying, everything was just like, I didn't know him anymore. I didn't know who he was anymore. For him to say that, I felt like, you know, everything, our relationship was basically just a lie, you know, and it hurt me. So after that, you know, I broke up with him, and I wanted him to fight, like, no, we're gonna get through this, but he didn't. You know, and that would hurt me the most. I mean, I always, like, you know, I always yelled at him, and I always, you know, tell him, like, come on, you need, like, you know, I want to be with you anymore, even though that was a lie. I loved him extremely too much. When I told him that I was going to break up with him, I just wanted him to give me attention that he was not giving me. The relationship did not last because he did not give me attention. And whenever I was mean to him, or, you know, that's the only way that I'll text him, he wouldn't text me back. But then I'd be like, you know what I'm saying, fuck you. He'd text me back instantly. That's the only way I could get his attention, is if I was a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And it just hurt me that we had to end the way that we end. Is it that, like, come on, like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Is it that hard to get somebody attention? Is it that hard? I don't understand. Like, all I ask for is your attention. I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you, but just your attention. You know what I'm saying? Just your time. Just give me some of your time to show me that you care. To show me that I'm not putting my all into somebody who's taking me for granted. You know what I'm saying? Because I put my all into him, man. I was good as fuck to him. Regardless of how I acted. I only acted out because I wanted his attention and I loved him. And for us to end the way that we did really hurt me. Because I felt like that was the end to somebody that I really wanted to have a life with. You know, I really wanted to spend time with, have a life with, and for him to just, you know, so just up and leave without trying really hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And now he's completely moved on, and I can't move on. I can't move on for somebody that I loved and I put my time to, especially because that was my first boyfriend, my first and only boyfriend. That's crazy. That's my first and only boyfriend, and for me to sit there, you know what I'm saying, I put my time into you, and for you to just tell me, you ain't even try, just left, and never came back. Now, I was a bitch. I was fucked up to him. I'm gonna admit that we both were wrong. You know, I was such a bitch to him, man. If I can go back, I would change that. I would change the way I acted to him. I was just so mean and evil, but then again, I told him I was going through a lot at that time, and I was going through so much, and I was just so mean to him. And I just wish I could just go back in time and, like, you know, change it. You know, change the way that I acted, because I feel like it was mostly my fault. But then again, you know what I'm saying, I can't put the blame on me, because the reason I was acting the way that I was acting is because of what he did. You know, so it's kind of like, you know, a mismatch of both. We were both wrong. You know what I'm saying? And if he would have just came to me like, hey, I don't like the way that you treating me, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being quiet, you know, telling me, hey, shut the fuck up sometimes. I don't like the way that you treated me. You know what I'm saying? You just talk to me. Communication. That's what I'm talking about. Attention, communication, time. Then I would have been like, oh shit, I really am fucked up for us to break up, and then I see when it's too late. You know what I'm saying? And that was the fucked up part about it. Do I still love him? Yes, of course I still love him. That's my first love. You will never be able to give over the first boy that you've ever, you know what I'm saying, that ever made you feel like you were worth something. Will I ever, you know what I'm saying, will I ever want to be with him? No. I don't want to be with him because I feel like we are in two different paths in our lives now. But I would like that friendship because I do love him. And even though, like, you know what I'm saying, he hate me. You know what I'm saying, even though he hate me right now, man, you know what I'm saying, I'll still be there for him. I would be there for him fast, quicker than the motherfucking Harry. If, okay, like, you know, I'm gonna down this bitch, regardless. If he was in the hospital today, I'll be the first one at that bitch, quicker than his boyfriend. That's how, you know what I'm saying, that's how more of a ride or die bitch I am, God forbid that he ever be in the hospital. But, you know what I'm saying, I'll be there faster than, you know what I'm saying, anybody that he thinks cares for him, you know what I'm saying. Out of the fact that I love him, even though he hate me, it comes off as I hate him, but I don't. I don't. I just wish him well. Hey, my Tay babies, my Betty Bees, my girls and boys who just now watching this. I know this video was long, but you know what I'm saying, it's a story. I really hope that you guys like this. You know, me pouring my little heart out or whatever. I really hope that you guys like this. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Tayjadore, the same way as my YouTube name. Facebook is traykirkwood. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know, I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. And there's more to come.